For Sheen enhancers, we have two options. The first one is the UMO, which is the Universal Maintenance Oil. And then we have the SheenPlus, which is a two-component oil. So we're going to talk about one at a time. So Universal Maintenance Oil, it comes in three colors: black, white, and pure. Pure being the clear version of it. It does increase the sheen to about 10 to 12% to kind of a velvet look. The application is very simple, similar to Oil Plus 2C. We're going to wipe on and wipe off the excess. It comes in three sizes: 20 milliliter, which is your sample size. I'm going to hand it to Keith so he can start, the application. It comes in 100 mils and also a half a liter. Spread rate on this is extremely high, so for half a liter, you're looking at 1,000 square feet closely. Application very simple, very similar, like I said, of the Oil Plus 2C. We're going to buff it on, and then wipe off the excess. Again, this the sheen level on this, it's about 10 to 12%, so it's a velvet kind of look, okay? You're gonna see how high the spread rate is gonna be.
One interesting thing is the name. It's called Universal Maintenance Oil, so oftentimes we get asked, oh, do I just use this for maintenance? And we already talked about Renew as our recommended maintenance product when you need to introduce some more oil to the surface. The way that this product was originally brought out was to be a maintenance oil, but it did increase the sheen. So in our market, we decided to deviate from selling it as a true maintenance product and sell it strictly as a sheen enhancer. So the name, unfortunately, can be a smidge confusing, being called Universal Maintenance Oil. However, know that if you apply it strictly as a maintenance product on a surface, you are going to increase the sheen.
On the Universal Maintenance Oil, dry time and curing time is the same as Oil Plus 2C, so it's going to be dry to touch within 24 hours and cured in 5 days.
Yep. Same thing here. You'd want to leave it for the full 5 minutes on this test piece, and so we're not standing around. I'm going to go ahead and take it off, but it has the same specs as Oil Plus 2C.
What I'm going to do here is I'm going to separate aside here for the SheenPlus, so we can apply the SheenPlus, and then we're going to have a look of Oil Plus 2C by itself, SheenPlus, and the Universal Maintenance Oil. So we see the three sheens in one piece.
It is oil-based, so dispose of the rags and pads properly.
So now we're going to talk about SheenPlus. SheenPlus, it is a two-component oil, just like Oil Plus 2C. The mixing ratio is exactly the same, 3 parts oil, 1 part accelerator. I'm going to hand it to Keith, and then we're going to start now applying while I'm talking about it. On the SheenPlus, only comes in pure. Application also exactly the same as Oil Plus 2C. We're going to apply exactly the same as UMO as well. You're going to wipe on and wipe off the excess. Keith applied the UMO with the white pad. The application can be done with the white or red or any nylon pad, as we suggested at the beginning. Again, the mixing ratio 3 to 1, 3 parts oil, 1 part accelerator. Product comes in 3 sizes: 100 milliliter, 390, and 1.3 liter. Spread rate is a double of Oil Plus 2C, so you're looking at 1,200 square feet for a 1.3 liter. On the SheenPlus, we do have a kit that comes with 100 milliliter oil and 30 milliliter accelerator, which gives you the exactly mixing ratio 3 to 1.
Now, Alan, can you talk a little bit about the formulation of this, right? Because a lot of times we're putting something over, it seems like, is this kind of like a polyurethane? That's a question we often get, but it's a true hard wax oil.
It's a true hard wax oil, correct. Same idea as the Oil Plus 2C, also zero VOC.
It's a big differentiator for Rubio. Thank you very much. There is no other brand on the market that has a SheenPlus type product. A hard wax oil sheen enhancing doesn't exist. We're the only brand on the market that has that. So that's a fantastic differentiator for us. And you'll see again, SheenPlus, it's actually really easy to overdo, so go very sparingly. The application,
a little bit different than UMO, right? The application.
Yep, a little bit different in that you're gonna apply it with the red pad. It's the first product we've talked about that you definitely want to use the red pad for your first go around. It's quite simple actually. It just has the different pad color. You're gonna buff it in. Then you let it sit for a moment. And then without changing pads, you use the same pad that already has oil on it. You'll just kind of go back over after a moment. Just make sure everything's distributed nice and even and well. After that, you're gonna swap to a new white pad. This has UMO on this side. So typically we'd get a fresh one, but this side has nothing on it. So we now have SheenPlus. And we're not adding any additional SheenPlus. At this point, we're still kind of removing product. And you're gonna go over the entire surface this way. And again, the goal is to kind of continue spreading, but mostly at this point, we're removing product from the surface. And once that's done, you're just gonna look to see if there's any streaks or any glops of product. You're not gonna push hard. You're just gonna, if needed, you'll just kind of lightly get those out. And then you come back with the same already saturated white pad. And this time we're just gonna go along with the grain. It's okay to go first in a circular motion, but your final pass at this point, you do wanna just kind of pull everything and make sure it's lined up in the direction of the grain.
So again, drying time and curing time is exactly the same. 24 hours is going to be dry to touch, 5 days for 100% cured.
If a surface already has Oil Plus 2C on it, you're welcome to put either of these. Let's say a year ago, it was Oil Plus 2C and they decided, you know what, I want some more Sheen now. You can use Universal Maintenance Oil, UMO, or SheenPlus. These products don't repair the surface. So if there's scratches or any color wear, it's not going to repair that. It's in contrary, if there's any dents or scratches or gouges, now we're increasing this sheen. So we're increasing the refraction of light in those damaged or worn areas. If that is the case, we would recommend the renovation process prior to applying a sheen enhancer on the surface. That's going to even everything out, get it nice and consistent, looking like a brand new surface, and then you can increase the sheen and have a beautiful surface.
Yeah, and the care and maintenance on this is exactly the same as Oil Plus you'll see. You know, just use either the soap diluted in water, which is the surface care spray, or just water.
And then for the maintenance aspect of things, you just use the same product to maintain it. So if you have UMO on the surface, you just apply more UMO, and that's how you maintain it. If you have SheenPlus, you can apply more SheenPlus, and that's how you maintain it.
And lastly, you know, it's about the rags again, and your pads that have oil on them. Make sure you dispose them correctly. Get them wet, get in a can, you know, on a metal can, and you know, to avoid combustion.